Very good day with you to our ELC 550 lecturer, Madam Jenny Masikon, and fellow friends. We are from Group 2, consists of 4 members, me, myself, Valentinus Raja, Atif Mokhtarinus Raja, Muhammad Mutas Tindik Abdullah, and Victor Primus. We will be presenting on the topic that we have discussed, which are the advantages and disadvantages of tourism industry. Tourism is a global phenomenon that not only drives economic growth but also fosters cultural exchange and social development. It is one of the fastest growing industries in the world, attracting millions of travelers each year. However, while it has many benefits, it also presents several challenges. In this presentation, we aim to provide a balanced understanding of both the advantages and disadvantages of tourism. First and foremost, one of the most significant advantages of tourism is its ability to drive economic growth and create job opportunities. Tourism contributes directly to the income level of host communities, offering employment opportunities across various sectors such as hospitality, transportation, and retail. According to Pramanik and Inkadijaya 2018, the tourism industry enhances the overall quality of life by improving economic stability. For instance, local market benefits significantly from the increased demand for goods and services brought by tourists. This demand stimulates economic activity and provides a steady source of income for many small businesses. Ramkisson 2020 highlights that tourism revitalizes local economies, especially in the areas that rely heavily on it as a primary source of revenue. Moreover, tourism creates a ripple effect on job creation. From tour guides to hotel staff and even artisans who sell souvenirs, the industry directly and indirectly supports millions of jobs. Elgate 2024 emphasizes that this contribution is vital in regions with limited economic diversification, where tourism becomes a primary driver of economic stability. While Costa et al. 2020 also stressed that by fostering employment, tourism improves the financial stability of individuals and communities, lifting many out of poverty. In short, for the first point, tourism is more than just a source of entertainment for travelers. It is a pillar of economic development that supports livelihoods and strengthens the local economies. For the second point, tourism plays an essential role in fostering cultural exchange and building a positive global image for host destinations. When people from different parts of the world come together, they exchange ideas, traditions, and experiences which help create mutual understanding and respect. As Pramanik and Inkadijaya 2018 explains, tourism enhances cultural interactions, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the local way of life while educating host communities about different cultures. Additionally, tourism adds value to the cultural and historical significance of cities, showcasing their uniqueness to the world. Elgate 2024 mentions that a well-promoted cultural identities help destinations stand out on the global stage, increasing their appeal and attracting even more visitors. A strong cultural presence not only builds a positive reputation but also paves the way for international partnerships and foreign investment. Furthermore, tourism encourages global citizenship by promoting sustainable and responsible practices. For example, travelers are inspired to adopt eco-friendly behaviors when exposed to the initiatives that protect the natural and cultural heritage of the destination they visit. Ramkisson 2020 highlights that this sense of responsibility benefits both hosts and communities and visitors by preserving the beauty and authenticity of the tourist spot for future generations. Ultimately, Tourism is not just about visiting new places, it is also about building a bridges between cultures, unifying diverse communities, and elevating the global standing of destinations. That's all from me. Thank you.
Another advantage of tourism industry is it can encourage resident participation for sustainable development for the benefits of people. Research by Pramnik and Inkadi Jaya 2018 shows that areas with better hygiene maintenance become more attractive, fostering a clean and welcoming environment. This this improvement motivates residents to maintain their surroundings. For instance, in Bali, Indonesia, tourism has driven initiatives like Bye Bye Plastic Bags, where residents and tourists work together to reduce plastic waste and maintain cleanliness in the public space. Another point is, as noted and cited by Ramkinson 2020, the tourism industry promotes active resident participations, creating a sense of responsibility and collaboration towards sustainable practice. For example, in Bhutan, residents are actively involved in maintaining eco-friendly tourism practice, such as managing hiking trails and preserving forests as part of country high value, low impact tourism policy. Thirdly, Comunita 2023 emphasized that involving residents in sustainable initiative ensures long-term benefits for the community by addressing both environmental and social needs. For example, in Thailand, local residents are encouraged to participate in community-based tourism, such as homestay program, where they share traditional lifestyles and sustainable farming practice with the tourists. Last but not least is, according to Pramnik and Inka Dijaya 2018, they highlight that when residents actively participate in community projects, it enhances social cohesion and foster the social needs sense of ownership over shared resources. For instance, in Japan, the town of Kamikatsu adopted zero waste policy through community participation, which it transforming it into a model sustainability that attracts eco-conscious tourism. Furthermore, tourism also able to protect and preserve local custom, traditional and culture value as well as maintain their ethnic identity. According to the L Guide 2024, he explains that tourism initiative protects and preserves cultural heritage, encouraging the continuation of local traditions. For example, in Morocco, traditional Berber weaving techniques are kept alive as tourism supports artisans who sell hand-woven rugs and textile to the visitor. Other than that, according to Costa et al. 2020, further state that tourism supports the maintenance of local culture and ethnic identity, ensuring these values are not lost with the modernization. For instance, the Maori culture in New Zealand is preserved through tourism activities like cultural performance and storytelling tours that keep showcase traditional custom and history. Thirdly, according to Comunita 2023, tourism can enhance cultural development by providing a platform communities to celebrate and share their heritage with visitors. For example, the Carnival in Brazil, which attracts millions of tourists while providing locals with the opportunities to celebrate and showcase their music, dance, and traditional custom. Finally, according to Costa 2020, they argue that tourism encourages a variety of cultural activities from festival to exhibition, which further enrich the community's cultural fabric. For instance, in Jaipur Literature Festival in India attracts visitors from around the globe and serve as platform to celebrate the regional literary and cultural heritage. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, Madam Jennifer. My name is Muhammad Muntasir Abdullah and I'm the third presenter for this group. On my part, I will representing the disadvantage of tourism industry. The disadvantage of tourism industry refer to the negative impact or drawback associated with tourism activity. While tourism can boost economy, create jobs, and promote cultural exchange, it can also bring challenges that harm the environment, economy, and society. This disadvantage arise when the growth and activity of tourism are poor managed or unsustainable. For the disadvantage, number ones are tourism increase price of good and service. While tourism expand in a region, it often leads to the rise in the cost of goods and service. The phenomena is driven by imbalance between supply and demand caused by influx of tourists. The study by Prabhadik and Inka Dijaya on 2018 highlight how tourism growth can lead to the increased cost of goods and service as well as poor transportation facility in certain region. These challenges are common in area heavily reliant on tourism. When infrastructure and market dynamics struggle to keep up with the demand of visitor, and this fact also supported by LGRP 2024, where the tourism can lead to an increase in the price of goods and service, often surpassing the financial capability of local community. The phenomena occur when tourism-driven demand and market dynamic prioritize the needs and spending power of visitor over those of local residents. Besides that, the growth of tourism often leads to significant increase the price of goods in service in local economy. Coastal LA 2020. The price inflation is primarily driven by increase of demands created by tourists and the economic shift to businesses toward catering to higher spending visitor. Therefore, over religion on tourists can lead to significant economic instability. While tourism is often a key driven of economic growth, its dominance in a local economy can create weaknesses by Elgerit 2024. For the second, for this advantage of tourism industry is create extreme crowding, noisy traffic, consistent and parking problems. According to LGRP 2024, one of the significant drawback of tourism is its ability to create extreme crowding, noisy and traffic congestion, particularly in popular tourism industry destination. Tourism can have a significant negative impact on both the local community and the visitor experience. Traffic congestion and parking problem are major challenges in tourism in destination, especially those attract large volume of visitor during peak season. Besides, it also produce significant noisy pollution that disturb local residents, especially in area where large number of tourists gather or pass through. Coastal LA 2020. Overcrowding in public space, include park, beach, and historical site, is a significant issue in tourist destination. By L. Gehrig at 2024, when the number of visitors exceed the capacity of this area, if it not only distract from the enjoyment and experience of both tourists and residents, but also putting a huge strain on the local infrastructure. Environmental resource and overall quality of life. While tourism generate economic benefit, it also can negatively impact the quality of life for residents, leading to stress, frustration, and decline in overall living environment. Thank you so much.
I continue my presentation regarding the advantages and disadvantages of the tourism industry. My presentation is about disadvantages of the tourism industry. Um, Tourism can lead to increased nuisance crimes and social issues, resulting the heightened tension between the resident and tourists, as noted by the Ramkinson 2020. This tension often stem from the behavioral differences linked to tourist countries of origin. The rise in the nuisance crime disrupts social cohesion, prompting residents to withdraw from public spaces they perceive as unsafe or uncomfortable due to the tourism activities. This withdrawal diminishes community engagement and negatively impact residents' overall quality of life, further exacerbating tension between local and tourists. Rakimson's 2020 explained that emphasizes that the presence of tourists can strengthen relationship, causing community feel overlooked by the authorities that prioritize tourism revenue over the local concerns. This dynamic erodes community trust, as residents may feel that visitors are not accountable for their action, fostering feelings of the hostility and alienation. Similarly, Pedro Deca and Dudek 2019 identified the vandalism and degradation of open spaces cohesion that significant issue in the tourist heavy area, which can uh, diminish residents qualities of life. Vandalism, characterized by the deliberate damage or destruction of property, manifests in the various forms such as gravity, damage of public infrastructure, and littering. Tourists often lack the same attachment to local environments as residents, leading to the diminished sense of responsibility for communal property. Furthermore, LG 2024 highlight the substantial environmental cost of tourism, including pollution, waste pollution, and habitat destruction, which contribute to environmental and degradation sustainability of tourist attraction. Tourism is a major source of the various types of pollution, particularly air and water pollution, with increased transportations, especially air travel, generating significant greenhouse gas emission that account for the approximately 8% of global carbon emission. Belloc et al. 2022 also warned the land degradation and damage to the socio-cultural environment caused by the uncontrolled tourism activity. From the point of view, this can be concluded that mitigate this negative impact while enhancing the overall experience for all stakeholders. It is essential foster mutual respecting and understanding with communities, addressing the significant uh, environmental consequences of tourism, such as impact on air and water quality, Increased waste generation and habitat damage requires sustainable management approach that should be prioritized. That is all from me. Thank you.